Hi, Virgo. Okay, let's see what we have for you at this time. Okay, we have the Three of Pentacles. This feels like something's in the works. Something is in the works for you. It could be collaborative effort, but I think this is just something that's been processing or co-creating over time. And for your person, we have the Two of Cups. Okay, so they could have Cancer energy in their natal chart. I actually thought, I'm shuffling them upside down. That's interesting. I actually thought they came up upside down, but it's right side up. There's some sort of consideration that they're having when it comes to love. I don't know if this is an actual relationship. We'll have to see how the rest of the reading plays out for the two of you. These aren't necessarily divine connection readings or twin flame readings, which I normally do, but they are relationship type readings. So just take what resonates, leave the rest. Some of it might be for you, some of it might be for someone else. Okay. Let's take a look at, I'm going to look at what you're being guided to do, what they're being guided to do, what you're dealing with, what they're dealing with, the potential outcome, and of course, how this is going to play out for the physical aspect of the relationship. Okay. So for you, what are you being guided to do with this something in the works card? Okay. We have a death and rebirth. I really feel at this time, Virgo, you're being guided to truly let go of all different aspects of the past. And sometimes it's the bad stuff from the past. Sometimes it's the stuff that used to be good, but doesn't really serve you where you're going to go. So sometimes we have beliefs about the right and wrong in things, or how things have to transpire, or what they need to do. And in order for things to unfold and for us to really participate in this co-creation with Source and whatever it is, participate in life in a way that's really, truly healthy and I want to say thriving, we have to let go of those ideations that it has to be a certain way. So there may be some rigidity and some things that you're hanging on belief-wise that need to make their way out. And your only job is to observe what's leaving and open to what's coming in. I don't think you actually have to do anything except give yourself permission to let go. Like, how do you know what's good for you and what isn't? Well, even though the structure and the rigidity and the rules brought you some sort of comfort, that comfort will actually make you feel worse about your current circumstances. It's going to make you feel like hopeless, or there isn't a way out, or whatever that is, okay? This does feel... What's interesting is like there's this tie to the relationships in your life and the structures you created for yourself in regard to those relationships. So it's not just about you. It's not just about whatever this relationship is or the relationships you've been in. It's about everything. So be gentle with yourself. Okay. What is your person being guided to do? Oh, interesting. We have the Eight of Swords, but it's in reverse. They're being guided to stop interfering with certain things. This is Gemini energy, so they could have Gemini in their chart. I feel like there's this, the Eight of Swords is the dance of the mind, right? The self-imposed imprisonment based on the mental thoughts that we have. So I feel like they're being guided not to give in too much to their darker thoughts. Or there's such a parallel here. The same thoughts that make you feel like you have to be a certain way. Okay. So there's something here. There's more of a surrender in your person's energy and more of an observatory action in yours, if that makes sense. What are you actually going to be dealing with in the physical at this time? Quieting the mind. Yeah. Quieting the mind. Making peace with the past in the sense that it no longer has an authority. And that's going to take some time to unfold. But I think the less you let your brain, okay, because your brain's conditioned and programmed based on your past experiences, the more you quiet it in order to hear your heart, the more you can retrain your brain condition it in a new way, if you will. But I feel like on a mental side of things, you're just going to need rest. You're just going to need to rest and let things unfold without your own interference. Okay, what is your person going to be dealing with in... Oh, interesting. We have intuition. Okay. The high priestess is Scorpio, Pisces, or Virgo. So they could have those in their chart. This feels like their intuition is coming online. And I feel like it's showing them perhaps where they have interfered and what has, like where the protective ego interferes, where it, it's how karma works, right? We have old energy in our system, our thoughts and our experiences, our reactions and our behaviors, if we're not conscious to them, come from that unconscious old karmic energy place. So they might have a lot of they might be shown things, becoming more self-aware, things that were hidden to them, things that were unconscious to them in their behavior in regard to relationships, where perhaps their protective ego interfered with their heart, right? There's something here that's kind of expanding for them. I don't know if they're going to be able to accept it yet, though. It's a hard pill to swallow right now. It feels like that. Okay, what is the potential outcome for you at this time? Yeah, we have the King of Swords. What I love about the energy of this particular King of Swords card is that it's not a stalwart my way or the highway. It's a very grounded, like, I'm still going to be fair and I'm still going to be practical in some way, but I'm going to allow things to flow more than I have, because I know that there's truth in movement. And I know that there's so much more to my experience than trying to hold everything down and figure everything out. It's almost like instead of carving the path with the rigidity, you allow the structure to remain within you and participate in a structured way. I don't know. It's going to be different for everyone. It just kind of feels so much better because there's still groundedness there. There's still a way of understanding things cerebrally. But it's not about giving the ultimate power to it and having it create things. There's something very interesting with that. Okay, for your person, yeah, we've got a Libra card here. We have the Justice. There's something balancing out in their karmic energy, in the way that they've operated, in the way that they've held themselves. Yeah, letting go of those old stories for both of you. This doesn't feel like ultimately a union type energy or coming back together, or coming onto the same page. I think you're both trying to get onto the same page with your own selves, like really honing in. This is so interesting. There's some kind of reconciliation that does have to happen, but it has to happen with you as individuals first. And then, yeah, this is so interesting. This could be a lot of the stuff that they're recognizing perhaps in the relationship they had with you, Virgo. Like there's something that needs to be reconciled, but the defensiveness and the needing to hold someone to their behavior and all of those old things that just create more of that almost need to be dismantled in order for there to be a balanced reconciliation, and not a reconciliation of like, let's get together again, like just really truly letting go of the past through a simple apology. Yeah, we have the wounded healer with this 33. Whether you end up in a relationship again, that's completely up in the air, because I feel like this is very much, sometimes a simple apology makes if this person genuinely apologized to you and you've gone through all this work with yourself, it would be a reconciliation. You would be able to accept it. But if you're holding on to the old ways of doing things, you might want to punish them in some way or hold them accountable even though they've apologized. There's something that's shifting with that, Virgo. And it's going to just open you up to being more in flow with your heart and letting go of all this old crap that perhaps has held you down. So I hope that this helps, and I'm sending you lots of love, and take care.